Hi, welcome to day 7 of 30 days of IBS foods. Today I'm talking about avocado. I hope you are keeping up with all the episodes. Go back and listen to episodes on tomatoes, on edamame beans, on yogurt. So many things to catch up on and so many to look forward to in the rest of this month. So what we know about avocados is that they are incredibly nutritious and have some good healthy fats, but it's the FODMAP element that has been super confusing for people because the Monash University considered it to be high in sorbitol, and it's changed over the last few years. So I will explain a bit more about that. So let's start with why you should be eating avocados to remind ourselves why they're so healthy. As well as being really delicious, I absolutely love them. And they have been super trendy as well, haven't they, over the last few years? A real millennial iconic food, avocado on toast. But avocados are really good for adding monounsaturated fats to your diet. This type of fat has been shown to be very good for heart health, for lowering cholesterol, and they have been linked to weight loss. So people who eat avocados have been shown to be less likely to be obese, despite having a high fat content. It's a good type of fat. If you think about the Mediterranean diet, which is full of olives, olive oil, oily fish, avocados, nuts and seeds. These are really key, healthy, plant-based fats, which will be great additions to your diet. Avocado is also really good for your skin health because it contains vitamin C, which is very important for collagen production, and also vitamin E, which helps us to retain our skin elasticity. And those two vitamins are also really helpful for strengthening the immune system. All round, avocado is a really good addition to your diet. Now, let's come on to how it affects your digestion, because for some people, avocados can trigger bloating, diarrhea, and gas production, maybe cramping, and that is because they are high in polyols. Now, polyols is the P of FODMAP. Within the FODMAP ratings, there are 3 categorizations of polyols. There is sorbitol, there's mannitol, and there's this new category called persietol. Now, avocados used to be high in sorbitol, and they actually were part of the reintroduction challenge process for sorbitol. But since 2024, when they were retested and the FODMAP gurus at the Monash University found that actually there wasn't any sorbitol in avocados, which is kind of strange and makes me wonder how they classified it as high in sorbitol in the first place. Anyway, they came up with this other polyol called persietol. Persietol and any of the other polyols, which includes xylitol, which is a non-nutritive sweetener, what happens is they osmotically draw water into the gut. So if you've got high levels of these FODMAP-containing foods, which also includes mushrooms, celery, stone fruits like cherries, peaches, and so on, all of these draw water into your small intestine. And for some people, they can cause problems by creating too much liquid in the gut and making it pass through you too quickly. Those larger molecules of sugar alcohols, which is what a polyol is, go to the large intestine where the gut bacteria ferment them and create the gas. So there's many reasons why these kind of FODMAPs may impact on your digestion. So that is how it could negatively affect your digestion. But also avocados can be very positive for your digestion as well, because they contain insoluble fibre, which has been shown to increase beneficial gut bacteria, the ones that create the short-chain fatty acids. This is an anti-inflammatory compound which our colon cells use as fuel, and they also travel around the body helping the immune system because they're anti-inflammatory. So short-chain fatty acids are good in moderation, and avocados are rich in the food for these good microbes. So they are a very good thing to have in our diet if they're not setting off massive trigger for you. So if you're sensitive to the sugar alcohols, and you might find that those stone fruit, celery, and mushrooms are all part of your problem, then you could potentially tolerate a small amount of avocado. So like 3 tablespoons worth of chopped up or mashed up avocado, which is maybe more than you think. So there's a little bit that is low FODMAP, and that is around 60 grams, I think. But if you eat a larger portion of persietol, it could draw water into your bowel, it could cause loose stools, maybe extra gas. The interesting thing about persietol, though, is that it decreases as the avocado ripens. So the opposite from bananas, which tend to be higher FODMAP when they get sweeter and riper. And with avocados, it's the other way round, that it will be more digestible for you if you're sensitive to sugar alcohols as the avocado ripens, which is always good because you can never tell how ripe an avocado is going to be until you open it. If you need to increase fibre and you have constipation, then avocado could be a really excellent food to include in your diet. Half an avocado is around 2.5 grams of fibre, which is around 1/10 of your fibre recommendation in one tiny bit of meal. So very much a healthy food. It's also very good if you have high cholesterol and you need to lower it because of the monounsaturated fats. So I would start with a small amount, like maybe just a couple of tablespoons, increase it and see how you get on. The other good thing about avocados is, as I said, it's got some fat in it, but it's a healthy kind of fat, and that can stimulate your bile production by including healthy fats. So if you love avocados, but you've always thought you can't eat them because they're high FODMAP, I hope this explains how they might be affecting you. You know, if you are sensitive to the sugar alcohols, then unfortunately you probably can't have too many of them. But over time, if you change your gut bacteria, you really work on increasing your fibre through foods you can tolerate, there definitely is hope that you can change your gut microbiome, change your reaction to certain foods, and hopefully get avocados back in your diet again. Join me tomorrow to hear another food in my 30 days of IBS foods.